Across the globe, our rivers are under siege. Climate change is altering rainfall patterns, causing droughts and floods, while pollution from industries and agriculture taints our waterways. But there is a solution within our reach. Tree planting along riverbanks, known as riparian restoration, acts as a natural filter, reducing soil erosion, absorbing pollutants, and stabilizing riverbanks. In Kenya, communities are embracing this approach, planting trees to reclaim their rivers and restore ecosystems. These efforts not only improve water quality, but also enhance biodiversity and resilience against climate impacts. Alfajiri Street Kids Art, known for empowering the vulnerable through creativity and community action, led a meaningful field trip in support of those affected by recent floods and consequent government reclamation exercises along the city's riverbeds in Mathare area.
All right, little tree, here we go. You're doing really well.
In the heart of Nairobi, amid the rustling leaves and fresh soil, hope took root today. Alfajiri Street Kids Art organized a powerful tree planting activity symbolizing resilience, rebirth, and the strength of the community. June 5th, also recognized globally as World Environment Day, became more than just a date. It became a declaration. Dozens of beneficiaries supported by Alfajiri gathered here to reclaim dignity and foster healing through nature.
I have worked around Mathare for a long time. For 20 years I lived in Eastleigh. I was a policeman, and this has been my area of operation. So this is part of my community. So anything that is pro this community is part of. I would really want to associate myself with. Environment inamaanisha hasa uhalisia wa maisha. Manake hivi sasa kuna mambo na mabadiliko ya tabia nchi. Basi kwetu sisi kufanya jambo kama hili la kupanda miti huku Mathare ni jambo la maana, na tunachangia katika kudhibiti mabadiliko ya tabia nchi.
Kushikana na watu wa Alfajiri, sisi kama vijana wa mtaa tumeona wameleta initiative nzuri sana kutuletea miti tupande, at least environment yetu look good, to conserve environment. For long hizi miti zimekuwa zikikatwa, na sisi wenyewe tumeona effect ya hizi miti kukatwa juu tumekosa mvua for so long, but because heroes wame come up na Alfajiri, tunashukuru juu wamekuja tupande hizi miti, na hopefully in the future tutakuwa na mvua izalishe chakula kwa wananchi. Hizi miti haziwezi grow bila kuangaliwa. So mimi kama ule kijana tabaki kwa hii mtaa, kazi yangu ni kuota hizi miti, at least kama kuna weeds ziko hapo kando, ndajaribu sana nizitoe, so that at least kesho hata heroes wakikuja na Alfajiri waonenyewe ile effort yao haija go in vain.
This is after the recent government efforts for reclamation of riparian land gave birth to the community kitchen to enlighten and educate the Mathare residents on the importance of restoration of Mathare River for the benefit of the whole community. In partnership with the government, women from displaced and vulnerable backgrounds are undergoing training in food and nutrition program, not just aimed at survival, but sustainability.
If you see people talking to themselves, mtu anatembea aimless, they don't sleep at night, most probably they have a problem with what? Stress sana.
Wana Mathare oye.
Oye!
Wana utalii oye.
Oye!
Tuko tayari?
Tuko tayari!
Mimi sina maneno mengi, sisi askari tunaongea mambo machache. However, tunasema kwamba better late than
Today, participants received formal certification proudly handed over by none other than the Australian ambassador and the presence of Kenyan authority, a moment that validated their effort and opened doors to future opportunities.
And we also have some little gifts for the community children's balls, because we know your children all like football, so some balls and some children's books from Australia, and we hope you can put them to good use. Thank you very much.
From training to action, the journey didn't stop there. Our final stop, the Alfajiri Community Kitchen, where warm meals were served to children and victims of the riparian demolitions. A shared meal, a shared story, and for many, a restored sense of belonging. This is Alfajiri's mission in action, using art, food, and community engagement to lift the most vulnerable, turning scars into stepping stones.
Tumekuwa na masomo kama wamama ambayo imefadhiliwa na wana Alfajiri. So kwa leo tumekuja hapa manake Alfajiri imefanya mambo mingi kwa hii estate yetu. Sisi kama watu wa low life tumebahatika kukuja hapa siku ya leo. Manake hata kama hawakuwa wanatujua, lakini wametupea opportunity ya kusoma. Na leo hii tulikuwa tunapata certificate sababu ya masomo yetu. Na baada ya hapo ndipo tumefika hapa kwa reception ambao tumepata mlo ambao imeandaliwa tena na wao.
Madhare Community Kitchen.
Hapa inaitwa Madhare Community Kitchen ambayo inafadhiliwa na Alfajiri.
It's such an honor to come to Mathare. So today is World Environment Day, and I'm in Mathare because we've been planting trees for World Environment Day down on the riverbank that was devastated by floods last year. So it's a process of renewal and regeneration, and as I said to the community, I hope that they nurture those trees and that we will be able to come back and sit under those trees together, and some of them are mangoes. Maybe we will even be able to eat some mangoes together. So I'm in Mathare to plant trees, but I've also been in Mathare to meet members of the community that we've been working with on a women's empowerment program, particularly through nutrition and skills. And they're really inspiring people who are working hard to make things better for themselves and their children and their community. So it's been wonderful to see that today. We met with women who have been doing some training. We heard their stories and how that training is helping them, particularly on issues like nutrition. We handed out certificates. I also was able to hand out a donation to Alfajiri, the organisation that is working with this community. That money was raised by the Australian community in May, so I've handed that over. And now we've come into the community to see a program that they've been running for a while since the floods last year to support the community coming together. And it's done through a lunch program. So it's been good to see that. It's been fun to visit Mathare. I haven't been here before, but I hope to come again. So Alfajiri was founded by an Australian, Lenore Boyd, and I met Lenore about a year or more ago when I visited Alfajiri to see their work. And I was very impressed with the work that they were doing, particularly with children in need through art. So we started talking about how we could partner together, and here we are. We've been doing some work over the past year with Alfajiri to support their work in Mathare community, and I've met many of the children that they have worked with, including some fabulous artists, and in fact one of their artworks now hangs in the official residence in Mathaiga. So I'm very proud of that.
Alfajiri began in 2015 by just doing some artwork with some young people, but then we discovered in the ghettos and in the streets massive talent. Now we have work that's in France. We've got a work in 30 House in Lavington in Nairobi. We just finished an exhibition at the National Museum. We've got work in America. That's the the outer scene, but on the inner scene we have beautiful artwork from many, many kids who've come from ghettos and streets and who've shown us what they're made of. So that's, for me, the centre of it, but we do empowerment, we work with families, we put kids in schools, and just everything we can do to empower the community and to lift up young people. And that, of course, involves the mums too. I met the street families through the street kids, and I heard the stories of the boys who were so lost, whose mamas couldn't cope, who didn't have school fees, who they really suffer, and they're good people, and they have a very bad reputation, a stigma. I presume that's because people, if they say they're bad, then they don't have to help them, but they're very good people. I'm needy too, I'm a human being, you know, everyone needs love, everyone needs to belong, everyone needs recognition, so I recognise that in other people, and I really admire these women. I could not do what they do. They're powerful women, beautiful women. I've always loved Africa. I never thought I'd get the chance to come here. I came here 13 years ago and I don't want to go away. I have a big dream and I want to realise the dreams of so many people. These mamas, the young people. I don't want to see the young people being hurt, abandoned, abducted, dying. I want to see them empowered, speaking for each other, having businesses, building Kenya, being the future, the new government. Big dream. My motivation's coming from God and from belief in humanity, belief in people's goodness, belief in the power of art to speak, and nice people like you who show an interest. Yeah, I just want to thank everyone who's been engaged. Yeah, the ambassador is just incredible. Lucas, who works in this community, who's done the karate with the kids, you know, the mamas, all my staff, the kids, the street kids themselves, our artists. Yeah, I'm very happy to be here and I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Alfajiri ni ako hapa, smart lady, we love you.
Thank you. We love you too.
We love you for recognizing us in this village, even though you did not know us, but you have given us an opportunity to be in class, to learn nutrition and business. And we thank you.
Okay, so
yeah.
Tunajua sahi.
Yes.
From the roots of a tree to the warmth of a shared meal, today was a testament to what happens when compassion meets action. Alfajiri Street Kids Art isn't just changing lives, they are helping people rewrite their own stories. A reminder that even when we think that we are victims of circumstances, when we look at the bigger picture, we are actually the beneficiaries of at the end of it all as a community.